morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about History Chapter 2, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Students, in our last class we discussed about the French Revolution. Now we will discuss about socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution. Let us discuss about the age of social change, liberals, radicals and conservatives. Students, in the previous chapter you read about the powerful ideas of freedom and equality that circulated in Europe after the French Revolution. Students, the French Revolution opened up the possibility of creating a dramatic change in the way in which society was structured. Students, as you have read, before the 18th century, society was broadly divided into estates and orders, and it was the aristocracy and church which controlled economic and social power. Listen to it. Students, what do you mean by aristocracy? Yes, the highest class in certain societies. Students, in many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, new ideas about individual rights and who controlled social power began to be discussed. See, in India, Rajaram Mohan Roy and Desrosiers talked of the significance of the French Revolution, and many others debated the ideas of post-revolutionary Europe. Students, who controlled economic and social powers before the 18th century in France? Yes, the aristocracy and the church controlled the economic and social powers in France before the 18th century. Students, name any two Indians who talked of the significance of the French Revolution. Yes, Rajaram Mohan Roy and Desrosiers talked of the significance of the French Revolution. Listen to it. Students, the social and political changes that took place all over Europe can be traced to the French Revolution. But not everyone in Europe wanted a complete transformation of society. See, some were conservatives, others were liberals and radicals. Students, the French revolutionary ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity became inspiring ideals that motivated political movements in the world in 19th and 20th centuries. Moving on to understand liberals. Liberals means a person of liberal views. Students, do you know liberals looked to change society and they wanted tolerance towards all religions. In 19th and 20th century, the Europe was dominated by Christianity. Students, on that time, liberals opposed absolute powers enjoyed by most of the monarchs in Europe. Students, monarchs means king. They favored for safeguard of individuals' rights, advocated democratic setup of government. Students, they favored a well-trained autonomous judiciary. Students, they cannot be called Democrats as they did not favor universal adult franchise. Students, what do you mean by universal adult franchise? Yes, universal adult franchise means right to vote. See, they favored voting rights only for men, not for women. Students, liberals argued for a representative, elected parliamentary government subject to laws interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials. However, they were not democrats. See, they did not believe in universal adult franchise. That is, the right of every citizen to vote. Listen to it. Yes. They felt men of property mainly should have the vote. They also did not want the vote for women. Students, liberals insisted on a representative, elected parliamentary government subject to laws interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials. Students, what do you mean by liberals? Yes, a person of liberal views. Students, mention the type of government favored by the liberals. Yes, they insisted on a representative, elected parliamentary government subject to laws interpreted by a well-trained judiciary that was independent of rulers and officials. Moving on to understand radicals. Students, radicals means a person who advocates thorough or complete or social reform. Students, radicals wanted a nation in which the government was based on the majority of a country's population. Students, many supported women's suffragette movements. Students, suffragette means a woman seeking the right to vote through organized protest. Unlike liberals, they opposed the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. They were not against the existence of private property but disliked concentration of property in the hands of a few. That means radicals supported women's rights and organized the various suffragette movements. Students, radicals wanted a nation in which the government was based on the majority of a country's population. They were not against the existence of private property but disliked the concentration of it in the hands of few people. Students, describe the views of radicals. Yes, radicals wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. Listen to it. Yes. Many supported women's suffragette movements. C. They opposed the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. Students, they were not against the existence of private property but disliked the concentration of it in the hands of few people. Let us discuss about conservatives. Students, conservative means a person who is adverse to change and holds to traditional values and attitudes. Students, the conservatives believed that some change was required in the society, but the changes should be slow. Conservatives were opposed to radicals and liberals. Students, after the French Revolution, however, even conservatives had opened their minds to the need of change. By the 19th century, they accepted that some change was inevitable, but believed that the past had to be respected and change had to be brought about through a slow process. Students, inevitable means unavoidable. Students, what do you know about conservatives? Yes, conservative means a person who is adverse to change and holds to traditional values and attitudes. Conservatives opposed the views of radicals and liberals. After the French Revolution, conservatives felt the need for change. By the 19th century, conservatives accepted that some change was necessary, but believed that the past had to be respected. Moving on to understand industrial society and social change. Students, during the Industrial Revolution, new cities, new industrial regions and new railway lines were developed. Students, industrialization brought men, women and children to factories. That means men, women and children were brought to factories during industrialization. Students, work hours were often long and wages were poor. That means people were forced to accept long working hours and poor wages. Students, housing and sanitation were problems since towns were growing rapidly. That means with urbanization, housing and sanitation problems were growing. Students on that time, liberals and radicals searched for solution to these issues. Students, almost all industries were the property of individuals. Many of the liberals and radicals had their own property and were also employers. See, they had made their wealth through industrial ventures or trade. Students, they believed in the value of individual effort, labor and enterprise. See, some nationalist, liberals and radicals wanted revolutions to put an end to the kind of governments existing in Europe in 1815. Students, on that time, many working men and women who wanted changes in the world rallied around liberal and radical groups and parties in the early 19th century. Students, rallied means come together again in order to continue fighting after a defeat. Students, some nationalists, liberals, and radicals wanted revolutions to put an end to the kind of governments established in Europe in 1815. In France, Italy, Germany, and Russia, they became revolutionaries and worked to overthrow existing monarchs. Students, nationalists talked of revolutions that would create nations where all citizens would have equal rights. Students, after 1815, Giuseppe Mazzini, an Italian nationalist, conspired with others to achieve this in Italy. That means, after 1815, Giuseppe Mazzini, an Italian nationalist, conspired with others to form Italy, where all citizens would have equal rights. Students, the nationalists viewed that revolutions would create nations where all citizens would enjoy equal rights. Students, do you know who was responsible for achieving equal rights in Italy? Yes, an Italian nationalist, Giuseppe Mazzini, conspired with others to achieve equal rights to all citizens in Italy after 1815. Moving on to understand the coming of socialism to Europe. Students, by the mid 19th century in Europe, socialism was a well known body of ideas that attracted widespread attention. Students on that time, socialists were against private property and saw it as the root of all social ills of the time. Students, individual owned the property that gave employment, but the property were concerned only with personal gain and not with the welfare of those who made the property productive. That means the socialists were against private property because individuals who owned property were concerned only about their personal gains rather than social welfare. Moving on to understand idea of communist society. Students, socialists had different visions of the future. See, some believed in the idea of cooperatives. For example, Robert Owen, a leading English manufacturer, demanded to build a cooperative community called New Harmony in Indiana. Other socialists felt that cooperatives could not be built on a wide scale only through individual initiative. They demanded that governments encourage cooperatives. That means government should encourage cooperatives. Students in France, Louis Blanc wanted the government to encourage cooperatives and replace capitalist enterprises. Students, what do you mean by capitalist? Yes, a wealthy person who uses money to invest in trade and industry for profit. Students, these cooperatives were to be associations of people who produced goods together and divided the profits according to the work done by members. Students, can you tell what were the two different visions of the socialist for future? Yes, some socialists like Robert Owen believed in the idea of cooperatives and built cooperative community called New Harmony in Indiana. Listen to it. Yes, others like Louis Blanc felt that it could not be achieved through individual initiative. Government should encourage cooperatives. What do you mean by capitalist? Yes, a wealthy person who uses money to invest in trade and industry for profit. Students, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels added other ideas to this body of arguments. Students, Karl Marx argued that the industrial society was capitalist and the profit of capitalist was produced by workers. The condition of workers could not be improved till the profit was accumulated by private capitalists. Accumulated means gathered together. Students, he believed that to overthrow capitalism, workers had to construct a radically socialist society where all property was socially controlled. For example, all production units should be nationalist. This society will be a communist society. Students, what did Karl Marx want workers to overthrow? Why? Yes, Karl Marx wanted the workers to overthrow capitalism and free themselves from capitalist exploitation. Students, Friedrich Engels joined with Marx to suggest that workers have overthrown capitalism and the rule of private property. Students, a communist society was the natural society of the future. Let's discuss about support for socialism. Students, by the 1870s, socialist ideas spread through Europe. To coordinate their efforts, socialists formed an international body, namely the Second International. That means, socialists formed an international body called Second International to coordinate their efforts and their ideas. Students on that time, workers in England and Germany began forming associations to fight for better living and working conditions. So, they set up funds to help members in times of distress and demanded a reduction of working hours and the right to vote. That means in England and Germany, workers formed associations and they set up funds to help members in times of distress. Students, they demanded reduced working hours and the right to vote. In Germany, these associations worked with the Social Democratic Party and helped to win parliamentary seats. By 1905, socialist and trade unionists formed Labour Party in Britain and Socialist Party in France. However, till 1914, socialists did not succeed in forming a government in Europe. Represented by strong figures in parliamentary politics, their ideas did shape legislation, but governments continued to be run by conservatives, liberals, and radicals. Students, which international body was formed in Europe in the 19th century to coordinate the efforts of socialists all over Europe? Yes, an international body was formed in Paris in 1889 to coordinate the efforts to socialists all over Europe. It was called the Second International. Students, name the socialist parties formed in Britain and France in 1905. Yes, Labour Party was formed in Britain by socialists and trade unionists. A socialist party was also formed in France. Moving on to understand the Russian Revolution. Students, in one of the least industrialized of European states, this situation was reversed. See, socialists took over the government in Russia through the October Revolution of 1917. Students, the fall of monarchy in February 1917 and the events of October are normally called the Russian Revolution. Students, in this topic we will discuss about how did this come about, what were the social and political conditions in Russia when the revolution occurred. To answer these questions, let us look at Russia a few years before the revolution. Students, the ruler of Russia and its empire was Tsar Nicholas II. In 1914, Tsar Nicholas II ruled Russia and its empire. Besides the territory around Moscow, the Russian Empire included present-day Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, parts of Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. Students, the empire stretched to the Pacific, comprising the Central Asian states and present-day Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. Students, the major religion of Russia was Russian Orthodox Christianity, which grew out of Greek Orthodox Church. The empire also included Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, and Buddhists. Students, name the religions practiced in the Russian Empire. Yes, the religions in the Russian Empire included Russian Orthodox Christianity, Catholics, Protestants, Muslims, and Buddhists. Listen to it. Let us discuss about economy and society of Russia. Students, at the beginning of the 20th century, 85% of the Russian populations were agriculturists. Russia was a major exporter of grain. Russian cultivators produced for the market and for their own needs. Students, in Russia, prominent industrial areas were St. Petersburg and Moscow. Students, craftsmen undertook much of the production, but large factories existed alongside craft workshops. Students, most industries was the private property of industrialists. So, government supervised large factories to ensure minimum wages and limited hours of work. Since in 1890s many factories started due to the expansion of the railway network and there was an increase in foreign investment in industries. As a result, coal production doubled and iron and steel output increased 4 times. Students in craft units and small workshops, the working hours were sometimes 15 hours compared with 10 to 12 hours in factories. Students, which was the major occupation of Russian people at the beginning of 20th century? Yes, agriculture was the occupation of about 85% of the Russians at this time. Moving on to understand situation of workers. Students on that time, workers were divided as social group or by skill. Some had strong links with the villages from which they came. Others had settled in cities permanently. So, they considered themselves as aristocrats. Students, what do you mean by aristocrats? Yes, the highest class in certain societies. Students, women made up 31% of the factory labor force by 1914, but they were paid less than men. Workers were sometimes united to participate in strikes. Students, some workers formed associations to help members in times of unemployment or financial hardships, but such associations were few. Let us discuss about peasants in the countryside. Peasant means farmer. In the countryside, peasants cultivated most of the land. The nobility, the crown, and the Orthodox Church owned large properties. Students, nobility means the quality of being noble in character. Students, here peasants were divided on religious basis and they had no respect for the nobility. Students, on that time, nobles got their power through their services to the Tsar Nicholas II, not through local popularity. In France, during French Revolution in Britain, peasants respected nobles and fought for them. But in Russia, peasants wanted the land of the nobles to be given to them. They refused to pay rent and even murdered landlords. Landlords means a man who rents out land. Students, in 1902, this occurred in a large scale in South Russia, but later in 1905, such incidents spread all over Russia. Russian peasants were different from other European peasants. Students, they pooled their land together periodically and their commune divided the land according to the needs of the peasants' families. Students, pool means form a pool on the ground. Students' commune was known as mir. Commune means a group of people living together. Students, what was the commune or mir? Yes, the commune or mir was a cooperative community of people in Russia living together and sharing possessions and responsibilities. Students, mention the role of Socialist Revolutionary Party. Yes, the Socialist Revolutionary Party struggled for peasants' rights and demanded that land belonging to nobles be transferred to peasants. Moving on to understand socialism in Russia. Students, all political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. The Russian Social Democratic Workers' Party was founded in 1898 by socialists who respected Marx's ideas. Due to government policies, it had to operate as an illegal organization. It started a newspaper, mobilized workers, and organized strikes. Students, on that time, some Russian socialists recognized that the Russian peasants' custom of dividing land periodically made them natural socialists. Therefore, Peasants rather than workers would be the main force of the revolution. Finally, the Socialist Revolutionary Party was formed in 1900 by the socialists who struggled for peasants' rights. They demanded that land belonging to nobles be transferred to peasants. Students, can you mention the role of Socialist Revolutionary Party? Yes, the Socialist Revolutionary Party struggled for peasants' rights and demanded that land belonging to nobles be transferred to peasants. Let us discuss about Lenin and Socialist movement. Students, Lenin was a Russian revolutionary. He served as head of government of Soviet Russia from 1917 to 1924. Students, Lenin felt that peasants were not one united group due to financial differences. Due to these differentiations, for example, they could not all be a part of socialist movement. The Social Democratic Party was later divided into two wings, the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. Students, the Bolsheviks were the majority group led by Lenin, who thought that in a repressive society like Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and control the number and quality of its members. See, they were the group who conducted the Russian Revolution. Mensheviks were the majority group who thought that the party should be open to all. They did not believe in revolution but wanted to bring changes through democratic means. That means Lenin led the Bolshevik group. He was in the view that in Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and control its quality and number of members. On the other hand, Mensheviks group viewed that party should be open to all as in Germany. Moving on to understand a turbulent time. Students, turbulent means disorder or confusion. In the beginning of the 20th century, Russia was still an autocracy and the Tsar was not subject to parliament. Students, autocracy means a system of government by one person with absolute power. During the revolution of 1905, Social Democrats and Socialist revolutionaries worked with the peasants and workers to demand a constitution. On that time, they were supported in the empire by nationalists and in Muslim dominated areas by jihadists who wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Students, the jihadists were the Muslim reformers within the Russian Empire. They wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Who were jihadists? Yes, the jihadists were the Muslim reformers within the Russian Empire. They wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Listen to it. Students, the year 1904 was bad for Russian workers because of increase in prices of essential goods. Then the real wages declined by 20%. When four members of the Assembly of Russian Workers were dismissed at the Putilov Iron Works, thousands of workers went on strike. They demanded a reduction in the working hours to 8 hours, an increase in wages, and improved working conditions. In 1905, on one Sunday, the procession of workers, led by Father Gaffan, reached the Winter Palace of the Tsar in order to present a petition. But they were attacked by police and the Cossacks. Students, Cossacks means a member of people of southern Russia. In this incident, many workers were killed and wounded. This incident is called Bloody Sunday. Bloody Sunday was an incident when a workers' procession led by Father Gaffan was attacked by the police and at Winter Palace. Cossacks killing hundreds. It started a series of events that became known as the 1905 Revolution. Students on that time, strikes took place all over the country and universities closed down when student bodies staged walkouts. complaining about the lack of civil liberties. Lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other middle class workers established the Union of Unions and demanded a constituent assembly. During the 1905 revolution, the Tsar allowed the creation of an elected consultative parliament or Duma. A large number of trade unions and factory committees made up of factory workers also existed for a short time. Students at that time, severe restrictions were placed on political activity. The Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days and the re-elected second Duma within 3 months. The Tsar did not want any questioning of his supreme authority. He changed the voting laws and packed the third Duma with conservative politicians, keeping out liberals and revolutionaries. Students, Duma means a legislative body in the ruling assembly of Russia. Students, what do you mean by Union of Unions? Yes, during the 1905 revolution, lawyers, doctors, engineers, and other middle class workers established a Union of Union and demanded a constituent assembly. Students, do you know why did the Tsar dismiss the first Duma within 75 days of its election? Yes, the Tsar dismissed the first Duma within 75 days of its election because the Tsar did not want any reduction in his power and anyone to question his authority. Students, what do you mean by Duma? Yes, Duma means a legislative body in the ruling assembly of Russia. Moving on to understand the First World War and the Russian Empire. Students, in 1914, the First World War started between two European alliances. Student alliance means a union or association formed for mutual benefits. In 1914, the First World War started between two European alliances. They are Germany, Austria, and Turkey, and France, Britain, and Russia. Later, Italy and Romania also. This war was fought at global level. Initially, the war was popular in Russia and the people supported Tsar Nicholas II. At that time, the Tsar had decided to take the command of the Russian army into his own hand. So, he left his court and went to the battlefield. Students, battlefield means a piece of ground on which a battle was fought. Listen to it. Students, the First World War on the Eastern Front differ from that on the Western Front. In the West, armies fought from trenches stretched along eastern France. Students, defeat of Russian army was shocking and demoralizing. Russian army lost badly in Germany and Austria between 1914 and 1916. There were over 7 million Russian casualties by 1917. As they retreated, the Russian army destroyed crops and buildings to prevent the enemy from being able to live off the land. It led to over 3 million refugees in Russia. Students, refugees means a person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war. Students, the situation dishonored the government and the Tsar. Soldiers did not wish to fight such a war. Let us discuss about impacts of the war. Students, the war had a severe impact on industry. The country was cut off from other suppliers of industrial goods by the Germans. That means the war also had a severe impact on the industry. Russia's own industries were few in number and the country was cut off from the suppliers of industrial goods by German control of the Baltic Sea. Students, by 1916, railway lines began to break down. Able-bodied men were called up to the war. As a result, there were labor shortages and small workshops producing essentials were shut down. Large supplies of grain were sent to feed the vast army. Food scarcity became common, which sometimes led to Rights in bread shops. Students, now I am going to revise important terms. At first, liberal. What do you mean by liberal? Yes, one who allows a lot of political and economic freedom and supports gradual social, political, or religious change. Listen to it. Students, how can you say that the liberals were not Democrats? Students, how can you say that the liberals were not Democrats? Yes, the liberals were not Democrats because they did not believe in universal adult franchise and felt that only men of property should have a right to vote. Listen to it. Yes, they were against voting rights to women. Let us discuss about radicals. Students, radical means one who is in favor of thorough and complete political or social change. Students, radicals wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. Students, they opposed the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. Let us discuss about conservative. Students, conservative means one who opposes to great or sudden social change. Listen to it. Yes. Conservatives opposed the views of radicals and liberals. Students, after the French Revolution, conservatives felt the need for change. By the 19th century, conservatives accepted that some change was necessary but believed that the past had to be respected. Conservative means one who opposes to great or sudden social change. Moving on to understand autocracy. Autocracy means a system of government by one person with absolute power. That means a system of government of a country in which one person has complete power. Let us discuss about Jadidist. Students, Jadidist means Muslim reformers within the Russian Empire. That means the Jadidists were the Muslim reformers within the Russian Empire. They wanted modernized Islam to lead their societies. Let us discuss about Duma. Students, Duma means a legislative body in the ruling assembly of Russia. Students, what type of a nation did liberals want? Yes, liberals wanted a nation which tolerated all religions. What type of a nation did radicals want? Yes, radicals wanted a nation in which government was based on the majority of a country's population. Students, mention one difference between liberals and radicals. Yes, unlike liberals, radicals opposed the privileges of great landowners and wealthy factory owners. Students, who were socialists? Yes, socialists were those people who were against private property and saw it as the root of all social ills of the time. Can you tell what was the Second International? Yes, the Second International was an international body which was formed by socialists to coordinate their efforts. Students, who was the ruler of Russia in 1914? Yes, in 1914, Sir Nicholas II was the ruler of Russia. Moving on to understand Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. Students, the Social Democratic Party was later divided into two wings. They are Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. Students, the Bolsheviks were the majority group led by Lenin, who thought that in a repressive society like Tsarist Russia, the party should be disciplined and controlled the number and quality of its members. On the other hand, Mensheviks group viewed that parties should be open to all, as in Germany. Students, they did not believe in revolution, but wanted to bring changes through democratic means. Students, do you know what was the new name given to the Bolshevik party? Yes, it was the Russian Communist Party. Students, what was the status of political parties in Russia before 1914? Yes, all political parties were illegal in Russia before 1914. Thank you.